Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Colleen Patrick-Goudreau here, Joyful Vegan. Since we've talked last about trips, travel, vegan travel, I've been to Italy and back, and it was incredible. We've been to northern Italy, we were in Tuscany, we took 20 people with us, and we scouted for our northern Italy trip, and we were in Venice. It was absolutely incredible. And if you want to see some specific videos from our trip and photos from our trip, you can go and check out my Instagram or Facebook account. But I wanted to answer some questions, and I'm going to do this really rapid fire. A lot of you have signed up for waiting lists and for lists of interest regarding trips that we've put on the joyfulvegantrips.com website. And I wanted to speak to some of them and answer your questions about some of them, because one of the trips, for instance, that has been so popular in terms of interest is Japan. So we want to go to Japan. We want to run a trip to Japan. We want to take you to Japan with us, but Japan doesn't want us there just yet. So Japan has closed their borders. This is all COVID related, and we can't get there to scout. So if we can't get to a country to scout, we're not going to run a trip. We need to make sure we know the people on the ground. We know who we're partnering with. We know the hotels we're staying at. We scout. That's what we do. That's one of the things that makes Joyful Vegan Trips so high quality, is that we stand behind everything we do, and we stand behind everything we take, every place we take you to. So all that's to say is, if you are interested in Japan, it will happen. We suspect that next year, 2022, we'll be able to go to Japan and scout. We suspect that by 2022, they're going to be opening their borders and we can go check out all the places we want to go. We'll probably start in Tokyo, go to Kyoto, and we're just going to make it a magical trip. However, we can't get there, and so we can't run the trip. So we suspect that we will probably offer that trip by 2023, but we don't want you to have to wait to travel with us until 2023. So I want to just remind you that we just got back from Italy. We ran our Tuscany trip, which was absolutely magical. Call it under the Tuscan sun, call it, among the vineyards and in the olive groves and medieval town, whatever you want to call it. But that's where we were. We were in medieval towns. We were staying at our own villa, and that's what we would do in 2022. We're in our own villa. The food at the villa we stay at is so incredible. It's a 100% vegan villa, and the food is probably the best food I've ever tasted consistently. Like, every single meal was amazing. So that is 2022 Tuscany. We also have a Northern Italy 2022 trip, which is right after Tuscany, so you can do both. The Tuscany trip there's still availability. The Northern Italy trip, which we're calling Mountains, Lakes, and Canals, because we end in Venice, which I completely fell in love with. You can see some of the footage here. That trip is called Mountains, Lakes, and Canals, and that one is 100% a go. So if you want to get on that trip, do it now, because it's selling out. We only have a couple rooms left for doubles. We don't have any singles left, which is so painful, because I know there's some of you who are single and or traveling single and you want to join us, but we don't have any more singles rooms left. So you can join us if you want to share a bed with someone else. Obviously for romantic partners, that's easier, but we do have a couple rooms left for Northern Italy, but it's a 100% a go trip. We also have Rwanda. Rwanda, we're about to announce as being 100% a go, because enough people are interested in this magical trip. We are staying in 5-star luxury accommodations, which really is the best way to travel when you are in Rwanda. We've been in many different levels of accommodations, and the places we're staying at are places like you've never been before. Like, they're pretty incredible. So after you've been trekking all day to hang out with the mountain gorillas and the golden monkeys and the chimpanzees, believe you me, you want to stay in these places. It's a physical trip, in the sense that we are trekking on the mountains for the mountain gorillas and the golden monkeys and the chimpanzees. We do keep in mind that if people have back issues and they need to kind of have a shorter trek, we try and accommodate that. But the point is that these are physical trips, because we're in the mountains, and we are actually trekking for primates, for non-human primates. So to be able to end the treks with an incredible luxury hotel. Believe me, it's worth it. So these are really special trips. The price is competitive. If you look at any other trip going to Rwanda with any other outfit, you will find that our price is competitive, but more than that, any other outfit you go on this trip with, you will never get the kind of cuisine that you're going to get with a Joyful Vegan Trip. So it's a, high-end, all plant-based, all vegan cuisine, 100% of the time, obviously. And we're really mindful of animal protection while we're there. So you're not going to find that. You can go on another outfits trip to Rwanda, but you're not going to get the same kind of quality and mindfulness around compassion and animal protection and plant-based cuisine, vegan cuisine that you will on a Joyful Vegan Trip. So that's the Rwanda trip. Now, we had other trips in the past in 2020, but COVID kind of ruined that for all of us. And so we did have a trip to France in 2020 that we had to cancel because of COVID. So we are interested to know if you're interested in that trip. It's in the Dordogne region of France. It's in an incredibly beautiful part of France in the southwest part. We're going to be going to the Lascaux caves, which are caves that have 20,000-year-old cave paintings, mostly of animals. We are going to the first European elephant sanctuary. We'll be on the Dordogne River. It is quintessential France, and this is where the French go to vacation. So if you're interested in that trip, we might run that in September, in the fall, but we need to make sure there's interest first before we start doing all of the logistics and all of the work, because it's pretty involved. So all that's to say is, if you are interested in traveling with me, Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, Joyful Vegan, on an incredible all-inclusive trip in 2022, we've got Tuscany, we've got Northern Italy, we've got Rwanda for sure, and we would be interested in hearing what you have to say about Dordogne, France. So if you are interested, just go to joyfulvegantrips.com. Check out the details. The itineraries are pretty elaborate. They're very detailed, and you will be traveling with 20 other really incredible, like-minded people. You'll be traveling with me and my husband. I am there with you every single day. We dine together, we drink together, we experience the incredible beauty and landscape and history and culture of all the places we visit. So I hope you can join us. If there are other trips you're interested in, we're always interested in what you have to say. So please just send us an email. Again, go to joyfulvegantrips.com and let us know what you think. And I hope you join us for a trip, because they are truly magical. And I'm really grateful to get to know so many of you and to travel around the world with all of you. For the animals, this is Colleen Patrick-Goudreau. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I hope to see you soon.